Go ahead, Roxanne.
There's something about Roxanne and about her story that just sort of really sparks at your heart.
Beloved 18-year-old Roxanne Paltauf has been missing for 2 weeks. Then a body is discovered near the Austin motel where she was last seen.
That was one of the most frightful times of my life.
But it's not Roxanne. The body belongs to a woman on the streets who swore to find answers, now forever silenced.
If you're found murdered under a bridge with paper towels shoved down your throat, to me that only means one thing, that they're trying to get her to shut up.
For this woman to sort of wind up dead is strange. Could it be related? Absolutely.
But related to what exactly? As July turns into August, all anyone really knows is that she's still missing.
There's got to be somebody who knows something about what happened.
The Paltauf family continues their desperate search for Roxanne.
My family has hope. There's always those stories of missing loved ones coming home.
And as for the last known person to see her alive, her boyfriend, Lewis Walls.
He never once called us, "Why aren't you out here helping us look for her?"
Turns out Lewis is a busy man.
He was with another girl maybe a month afterwards.
That's right, Lewis has a new girlfriend.
He just kind of navigated to another young girl, just another victim in his story.
But not if Roxanne's mom can help it.
I wanted to try to save her before it happened again. And I brought the young girl over to my house, and I started showing pictures of my daughter. You know, she revealed a lot to me, and she was scared.
And for good reason. When Lewis's new girlfriend drops this bombshell,
he told her at one time, if you don't do what I tell you to do, the same thing is going to happen to you, like that white girl, Roxanne.
In the right company, Lewis will talk about it. Hey, I killed someone, and I'm out here, and they can't touch me.
But by the time detectives interview Lewis's girlfriend about this alleged killer confession,
Lewis, he knows when to make nice.
The girlfriend refuses to cooperate with cops. And as far as Lewis's alleged admission to murder, could you officially take him in, or does it have to be voluntarily?
It has to be voluntarily. I have no probable cause right now to arrest him. I've got sufficient circumstantial evidence. I've got hearsay.
It's not
Unfortunately,
enough.
people from the street, their credibility is not the best.
Sadly for the Paltaufs, the case goes cold. Months turn into years. Then,
There was a tip, and the FBI was out, and it was in a field off Runberg, not far from the little strip of motels where she went missing.
Austin police call a press conference.
Because we have her last seen in this area, we believe that this is probably going to be a valuable tip for us.
And the tip?
There might have been some remains found in this field, so there was a big FBI excavation team, and they were up there sifting through the debris and dirt.
The reality we just really hit home. You know, they are searching for her, and it was, I broke down and cried, you know, it's like, you know, this is it.
We hope that we bring closure to a family today.
As investigators dig, the Austin News media and Roxanne's family wait, anticipating the absolute worst.
It was one of those, terrible things where, on the one hand, you want to say, oh gosh, maybe this is finally going to be put to rest, So, and on the other hand, oh God, I don't want her to be dead.
They don't go out and put all this kind of money and manpower and time into something until they definitely got it hit. They had search dogs and everything, and they truly believe Roxanne was there.
FBI agents and Austin homicide units spend all day digging in the field near the motel where Roxanne disappeared. But after hours of an extensive excavation for the missing girl's remains,
the FBI did not find Roxanne. They did not find remains,
leaving cops with no body and no suspects. But according to police, there remains two persons of interest in Roxanne's disappearance, Jeffrey Moore and Lewis Walls.
These two individuals, they have something to hide, and they're hiding it.
Detective Scott, who was the lead detective on the case, shares his theory on what he believes happened to Roxanne.
Jeffrey Moore, being a sexual predator, he hired prostitutes, and then he was rough with them. Lewis wanted Roxanne to prostitute herself out for his benefit. And I think what happened is those two worlds collided.
And Roxanne was caught in the middle.
Roxanne had no interest in that whatsoever.
And according to cops, it's possible her refusal to turn tricks may have gotten her killed.
Everything in the investigation points to that, unless something new comes to light. But without the testimony or complete cooperation of Jeffrey Moore or Lewis Walls, nothing new is ever going to come to light.
To date, Lewis Walls and Jeffrey Moore haven't been charged in connection with Roxanne's disappearance. It's a frustrating fact for the 23-year veteran detective.
I doubt not one bit that these two gentlemen are responsible for her demise.
Jeffrey Moore has since moved to Houston, but Crime Watch Daily gets a tip that Lewis Walls is still in the area. A private investigator who is working with us takes me to an apartment complex where Lewis Walls was spotted earlier in the day. Once and for all, I want to get his side of the story.
So we have two cars, two different views on this apartment complex, looking for Lewis Walls. We really want to talk to him, and we're going to sit out here for a few more hours and hope we can find him.
I hope to speak with the man who was the last known person to see Roxanne alive. We waited here for several hours wanting to talk to him to see if he knows more than he's leading on, but he was a no-show. Lewis Walls has yet to give an official statement to police. And sadly, for everyone who knew and loved Roxanne, life goes on without her.
Oh, you're so prettiful.
Roxanne's sister Rosalind has since gotten married and had a baby. It's Elizabeth's first grandbaby, a little girl named Pearl.
My heart is broken, and it'll never mend. Little Pearl's gonna help it. Thank God for that.
Every year on the anniversary of Roxanne's disappearance, her family hands out missing person flyers and talks to anyone who will listen.
I just keep marching forward, and I do it for me and for my family, especially for my mother and for Roxanne. When I think about all the good golden memories of her laughter, her jokes.
Our baby.
She was just so funny, she was goofy, and I miss her so much.
It's time for someone to step up and tell the truth and help this family finally heal. If you know anything about Roxanne's disappearance, you can call Austin Crime Stoppers at 512-472-TIPS or leave a tip anonymously at crimewatchdaily.com. It's time for Wild About Trial, where we discuss both sides of the most interesting legal cases going on around the country. For that, let me bring in attorneys Misty Maris and Jesse Weber. You guys ready to do battle?
I think so.
Ready to go.